like I said earlier, it's going to ramp up, and it's going to be easier for them to get into female sports.
You had a really positive experience as far as the touring women go?
I would say absolutely. Yeah, one of the very few tournaments I played after Worlds was the Hall of Fame Classic last fall with IDGC. I talked with pretty much any of the pros that were there. As really good talks with Diane Carey, Rebecca Cox, Vanessa van Dijk, and she's always been a really good friend of mine. She was the first one to really embrace me as a person, I think, on the disc golf course. Sarah Holcomb, we actually talked for a few hours. Holly Finley. The only two people I didn't actually talk with were Paige and Katrina. But as far as the pro women goes, to them, I'm just an 870 rated player.
Maybe people are just being nice to you because that's what women are. Women are loving, respectful people. They're just being nice to you because they respect you. It wouldn't be very beneficial of them to be against you openly because they have sponsors and stuff like that. They have to maintain an image. You know, obviously Katrina Allen and Paige Pierce aren't worried about you because you're not in their division. Like I said earlier, it's the people at the bottom that you're affecting, the people that are wanting to come up and play. And the more we flood the market with people that, like you, that are in divisions that they shouldn't be in, and taking away victories from people that have been working hard, these hard-working women that are trying to get good and get better, and you're taking it away from them.
Natalie is probably one of the hardest working disc golfers I've met. Like, she puts in all the field work. She does all of the stuff to make herself better. And people don't want us to succeed. For whatever reason, there's a subset of people that don't want to see us succeed, and they will be vocal about it. And I think that it's usually not women disc golfers that are our biggest detractors. I think the women disc golfers are like, yeah, you're just a woman. You miss putts like I do. You make putts like I do. All of those things happen.
So have you heard from the pros? Have any of the pros who feel less able to speak out spoken to you off the record, behind the scenes?
I've spoken to some behind the scenes, and I have yet to speak to one who is actually for it. Not one. And I truly invite them to message me or get in contact with me because I'd love to hear a different point of view. But we have science on our side, and they need to go off of science on this because we fought for years to get this protective division. And just to go back and undo it, it's basically two mixed divisions again.
Two mixed divisions, right, where I see. So you fought to get a female league so that you can get your own sponsorships and prize money and so on.
Exactly.
So I don't know if you know who Megyn Kelly is or not, but she's a conservative analyst, I guess, based, that kind of has her own YouTube channel and has been on, I think she was on CNN or something like that. She was on something for a while. But anyway, she's a conservative, if you want to know what we're dealing with. Okay, I think most of us that disagree with this whole disc golf thing we consider ourselves conservatives to some degree. Not that it matters, who gives a shit. But she had Jennifer Castro on, who is an amateur disc golfer. Shout out to her. So stoked to see somebody out there really getting in there and pointing out the hypocrisy and the bullshit. It's so satisfying to watch. It's so satisfying to have Chloe Alice called out on her own bullshit right on TV. But the only thing I don't like about it is that Chloe Alice gets all this free publicity. It's not, yay, Chloe Alice, because that's what it's going to be. There's going to be people that are supporting her. No, it's fuck Chloe Alice. She's full of shit. She is a liar. She lied after the fact on that UDisc article claiming that she was a victim and that those women changed divisions just to discriminate her when they didn't. Can we please address that? Because that is not what happened. She is lying. She lied months after that had happened. And the truth that came out, Chloe Alice is a liar. So Mr. Chloe has a video on their channel. And I've watched that dude's channel before. But I guess I was far too bored to actually watch it enough to catch that stupid bullshit that he said, where he refused to take his testosterone blockers for days at a time. And that's not what you're supposed to do. And according to the PDGA, they follow the 2015 International Olympic Committee rules, but they don't actually follow it.
I'm supposed to take it twice a day, every day. They're called my pretty pills. I forget to take these a lot. You know, just the medicine that's solely responsible for creating a lot of what I am today. Just forget, whatever. It's whatever. 3 days will go by and I'll like remember, oh, I haven't taken my pills. If I stop taking these for an extended period of time, I will start reverting back, like transitioning back to how my natural testosterone works.
I imagine there's going to be a lawsuit involved in this. Probably from the female perspective. And I would imagine they were going to win that lawsuit. I mean, what is going on with the millions of dollars that you're getting in PDGA funds? Like, how much of that is, like, can you tell us how much of that is allocated to funding for transgender affirmation, or whatever you want to call it? Because Jennifer Castro said that they couldn't afford it, basically.
From what I was told is the PDGA is not big enough yet to be able to do the medical testing. So they've got it written in their bylaws that this is what they have to do in order to, you know, play as a female. But they've openly admitted they don't have the money to make sure that, you know, the testing is being carried out. So they just expect nobody to challenge it.
So how can you not afford it when there's not that many? If there's not that many, how much is it? How much does it cost for you to afford that? And number one, why are we trying to pay for it? If it's someone that wants to be a man or wants to be a woman, that cost goes on them. Why are you trying to absorb that anyway? In my opinion, that's how I look at it. So why are you trying to absorb it, number one, and how much is it costing you? What are the fees? What is that costing you? How is it that bad that you can't afford a few people? If it's just a few people, they used to say, oh, well, there's only a few people. How many people is it that you can't afford to cover whatever fees you may feel that you need to have to pay? This so-called governing body of ours doesn't know how to govern very well. What was it I said? Go woke, go broke. You went Laura Nacticall, now you're going broke. Now you're fucked because you went her route, trusted her, thought that kissing the right ass was gonna fucking help you, but no. You fucked up. You fucked up so bad in such a short amount of time. It took you, what was it, 2019 to 2023? Less than 5 years. It took you to fuck up the PDGA. And not that it was that great to begin with, but holy shit. You broke the world record on just fucking ruining an organization that should have been respectful. No one respects you. And it's a wonder why. The players need to take control of the PDGA. The players are the ones that respect the sport. That is what needs to happen. Please reach out to me. I would love to talk with you and have you on this show. I would love this show. I'll call it this show. I mean, I don't know to what degree you even know of me or whatever, but I would love to talk to you and get your thoughts on things and what I can do to help further, aside from making videos, because I have no clue where to go. I have no clue. There's nobody around me. There's no people reaching out to me locally. I have people reaching out from different places, different states and stuff that support me, but there's no one local. You know, I don't really have people that are supportive of me. They hate me around here. So I would love to do something. It's a long shot, but whatever. You know, anything to help out the women, anything that I can do, we could talk about, address things. I'm more than willing to do anytime, all day, every day. That's what I want to extend talk about things that I noticed that maybe you have noticed that haven't gone to light, and continue to bring those things to light. That's what I want to do. So get at me, please. Fuck the PDGA. I'm out.